Hi, I'm Christopher Chan, Advanced Sommelier, and welcome to the largest and most prestigious wine, mead, and cider recognition programs in the Pacific Northwest. It's been my distinct privilege to host and produce these award programs over the last 2 decades. I'm extremely proud to have witnessed the increasing quality and artisanship, as well as participate in the amazing community of passionate winemakers, sommeliers, vignerons, and the many, many industry professionals that connect great wine and cider to the consumer. I'm proud of the integrity that we've developed here at the Seattle Wine Awards. We have a very thoughtful process. We touch every bottle a dozen times. We have back checks, forward checks, and rechecks to make sure that every wine is poured at the proper temperature, the proper glassware. The integrity we have is based upon our fantastic panel. We've got wine professionals from distributing, winemaking, journalists, sommeliers, on the floor, educators. There's so many great people here involved with the Seattle Wine Awards, the Oregon Wine Awards, and the Idaho Wine Awards, and the Seattle Cider Awards. We are very fortunate to have such a prestigious panel.
First of all, I think the vineyards are the most important part of what we have in Washington State. We have the climate for great winemaking. And I think that's one reason why our vineyards are so successful, as reflected in the wines that are made from those grapes.
I think the key to quality is really just making sure balance more than anything. Getting the right fruit structure along with the tannin structure, alcohol, just more than anything, I'm looking for balance. And that's what I've been finding a lot with the wines that we've had. And that to me is really the driving factor of really putting together the quality of the wines of the Pacific Northwest.
The wines of the Pacific Northwest have only gone in one trajectory from the time I've been tasting them over the past 30 years. Okay, it's just like this. And there's far higher quality, regardless of the price point, far more expression of varietal character, and ultimately expression of place. And then the blends, there are many delicious, really exciting, delicious wines in the region, which is why I'm so happy to be here.
Because of the amount of sunshine that we have, the dry climate, I'm expecting very ripe flavors, great concentration of fruit, but also balance because you have very cool nights where the fruit is grown, and so that helps retain tartness in the wine, so you get this nice yin and yang of ripeness versus tartness and great concentration because of the amount of photosynthesis that you have up here.
Out here in the West Coast, or in the best coast, we have abundance of really beautiful land and vineyard that grows very healthy fruits for us. Terroir is very important in North America as well too. So each distinctive region have its own terroir that it's capable to grow very healthy fruits. Overall, the organization of this whole tasting and involvement of everyone in the back room and the leadership of Christopher, and also all the pours and clean, before we get to the next table, everything is properly poured. All the wines are properly tasted. We didn't find any wine that was faulted on our table. So overall, the organization skills was spectacular.
Chris's team has made it so incredibly efficient. Everything is laid out. It's incredibly organized, and so you can really focus in on the wine that's in front of you and not worrying about is everything accurate. So it just simplifies and streamlines, and it's really very, very efficient and makes it for a much easier day on the judges to really focus in on the wines.
The organization, second to none, okay? Moving the whole segue, moving from table to table. So this is the best wine event I've been at. That's number one. Number two, when you downgrade a wine, people want to know what's the problem. And he has this other little key, and I already told him I want to steal it. And it's like, these are the things, check off. If you're going to really say a wine is problematic, quickly tell them what they need to do better. And that is so helpful. I can just check things off and add my marginalia. But really the organization, quality of wines, fantastic.
On behalf of our entire Wine Awards team, please allow me to recognize our partners, Esquin Wine and Spirits and Downtown Spirits, Video Chef Productions, and David LeClaire with Seattle Uncorked. And thanks to the fabulous cider, mead, and wine producers across the Pacific Northwest. Cheers to the best in Pacific Northwest wine, cider, and mead.